Hey guys, welcome to Criminally Focused. My name is Desiree and I'm so happy to have you here. So today's video wasn't planned. I actually woke up this morning, I was half awake, scrolling through my phone, reading the news, making coffee, and I came across this article that I was really surprised didn't make bigger headlines. As you may or may not know, I live in Colorado, and today's story takes place right here in Denver. So sit back, get comfy, and if you live in Denver, did you know that there was a serial going around? Yeah, either did I. All right, guys. So just this past week, John Patrick Mendoza, 41 of Denver, was arrested on 41 counts of sexual assault. So the victims in these cases, they were just out partying with their friends, drinking, having a good time, and they did what we're all told to do, call a rideshare. The smart decision to call a rideshare would end in a nightmare for these women.
John Pastor Mendoza is now facing 41 charges, including kidnapping and sex assault. Here's a map of the bars in Lodo, Rhino, and South Broadway, where he's accused of using his job as a Lyft driver to pick up women and assault them over the last 4 years.
So I did what I do best, and I did some true crime research, and I found the arrest affidavit. So let's go over it. Okay, going over the arrest warrant for John Pastor Mendoza, you can see his violations right there up top. And then this is actually kind of a long arrest affidavit. So let me just give you a brief synopsis of what is said. So assaults, the first one reported, happened September 16th, 2018. The first victim was in the Lodo area in Denver with friends drinking. She decided not to drive and took a rideshare home. During the rideshare, she blacked out and woke up in bed with Mendoza, who was touching her. After leaving, she realized that Mendoza took her ATM card, underwear, and iPhone. On July 27th, 2019, the second victim was drinking with friends at a bar called Neon Baby. She called for an Uber, which was canceled somehow. However, Mendoza, I'm assuming, showed up, and acted as if he was her rideshare because the victim blacked out and woke up in a home where Mendoza had told her that he found her in an alley, and he brought her into his home to keep her safe. Again, her cell phone and underwear were missing. On March 4th, the third victim, again, was out partying with friends, drinking. She was at Trax Nightclub. She called a rideshare and then passed out, woke up in the back of her rideshare with Mendoza having sex with her. The latest was July 9th, 2022, where the fourth victim was at Trax Nightclub. Again, the victim blacked out in her rideshare, woke up to the suspect pressing her face into a seat buckle, passed out, and then woke up at home. When she woke up, she realized that she had bruising all over her body and that she had been assaulted. The bruising was consistent with being grabbed and held into place. The arrest affidavit goes on to explain how he was arrested, what they found in a candy box in his apartment. Looks like it contained 18 cell phones.
One of the employees and joins us live tonight.
And Brian, he told you that this man was a regular there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He said the staff recognized the description police gave them because Pastor Mendoza has been going to the nightclub for the past several years, almost every weekend. So when staff received the tip, they had an idea who they were looking for.
Our staff pose and act like we're just getting a quick photo shoot while he was walking into the building.
That's 41-year-old John Pastor Mendoza walking into the Trax nightclub in Rhino on August 18th, with this time he was the one being watched.
We have the staff more than willing to play a part.
3 days before, the nightclub's manager, Mario Najera, received a call from Denver police,
Informing me that there was a person inside the club that possibly had been assaulting women, potentially raping women.
The last 3 of 10 victims in this case, all leaving Trax nightclub this year. In July, a 24-year-old woman who requested a ride home from an app was picked up by the wrong driver, matching Pastor Mendoza's description in car. Police records show she blacked out and was brutalized. Najera says he and others on the staff thought right away the description police gave them matched Pastor Mendoza.
Anytime he came in, quiet as can be, never causing any ruckus, nothing like that, just smoke his cigarette, and he would just observe every time. He would hang out right here by that pole.
When he came in the next time,
We wanted to catch him at all angles.
staff took photos of his ID and pretended like they were posing for pictures when Pastor Mendoza's photo is the only one they wanted.
I just feel like the Denver Police Department could have done a lot more to keep the public safe. My question, and this is to the Denver Police Department. Why didn't you let us know sooner? Why did you allow these women to be out having a good time and be assaulted? That's on you.
And one question that still has not been answered, why didn't Denver police alert the public when they had critical information about a suspect? Our Denver 7 investigative team did uncover that police connected 2 victims' cases through DNA, that was in 2019, and linked 3 cases in July of this year. And at that time, police had testimonials from at least 5 victims who described similar circumstances and suspect descriptions. Despite that, Denver police did not let us or the public know that there was a possible serial raping women in downtown. Denver DA's office is now handling this case, and we asked if they believe John Pastor Mendoza worked alone or if they're looking into any other possible suspects who may have helped him, and the DA's office has not gotten back to us.
So, since they've declined to comment, and this is kind of a big deal to me, I've decided to send them an email. And you can too. On the screen now is the Denver Police Department's email and phone number. Please don't be mean. Don't harass them. Don't insult them. All I want to know is, why didn't they warn the public of this serial wandering the streets pretending to be a Lyft driver? You think that would have been on their top priority to keep us safe? So, like I said, don't be rude. There's no need. Just ask. Why wasn't our safety of concern to them? Why didn't we deserve to be warned? As many assaults go unreported, they're actually not sure how many people were assaulted by John Pastor Mendoza. So, if you or anyone else you know took a Lyft between September 2018 to July of 2022, and you have your own story, please don't be afraid to come out. This guy deserves to rot in jail. And victims deserve justice. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Like I said, if you're going to email the PD, please be nice. I'm not trying to get myself in trouble here. Have a good night. As always, I mean no disrespect to any of the victims involved in this case.